take a look at this. Here it is, the all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica. You've probably seen the TV commercials. It is gorgeous, and it's anything but a mom-mobile. And Dennis Freeman, the all-new Pacifica has arrived at Elmwood Auto Group. Why don't you tell us all about it? And let's start with the name Pacifica. It's back.
The Pacifica is back, and it's bigger and better. The Pacifica was a big hit back in the early 2000s, and we slowly phased it out and reintroduced a redesigned Town & Country and Grand Caravan. Well, unfortunately, after 26 years of hard work, the Chrysler Town & Country is being retired, but it's being replaced by a bigger and better vehicle. So Victoria, the engineers at Chrysler spent a lot of time in the lab when designing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica. They wanted to ensure safety, styling, and also gas mileage. Now, the Chrysler Pacifica actually has active grille shutters located in the lower bumper. And what that does is help achieve maximum gas mileage. So when those active shutters are closed, it helps to redeflect the airflow around the vehicle. There's actually grooves in the hood, the roof, and the side of the vehicle that help the wind flow direct to the back and achieve maximum gas mileage. The Pacifica is powered by a 3.6-liter Pentastar V6, which is paired with a 9-speed automatic, allowing the Pacifica to get up to 28 miles per gallon on the highway, which is best in class. Now, Victoria, we know that the Chrysler Pacifica on a day-to-day basis is going to be transporting and hauling children around, and that's what most people are going to be using it for. So Chrysler thought of safety as one of their biggest concerns. There's front sensors, rear sensors, front cameras, rear cameras, side cameras. There's sensors and cameras all over this vehicle. But they even thought about little things such as blind spots. If you look throughout the vehicle, the windows are large. The Chrysler Pacifica comes standard with remote keyless enter and go, so the key fob never has to leave your purse or pocket. And with a pull of a handle, the power sliding door opens right up, and that's standard on both sides as well. Now, the Pacifica has a very sensitive obstacle detection system because with these power doors is the concern that an arm or a finger might get stuck inside. So as soon as it senses an object, it beeps and it retracts. The Pacifica also comes available with a hands-free foot activation on both sliding doors as well as the liftgate. Simply slide your foot underneath the rocker panel or the center of the rear bumper, and the doors will open and close.
That's so cool.
It is cool. What's even cooler is the stow and go seats and how easy they fold in. So Victoria, there are several seating configurations in the all-new Chrysler Pacifica. One of them allows you to just tip and slide this seat forward, giving larger people access to the back without having to remove a child seat that might be anchored to this middle seat. Now let's check out the class exclusive stow and go fold flap floor. Simply lift the floor, pull one lever, one strap, and that seat folds right into the floor. Voila!
Perfect.
Another available option on the Chrysler Pacifica is the dual high-definition 10-inch DVDs, which would mount to the back of the passenger and driver's seat and fold flush into the seat. Let's take a look at the inside cargo area of the Pacifica, Victoria. So either with a push of a handle or the wave of a foot, the rear gate will open. Now the rear seats fold just as easily as the middle seats, and the straps are actually labeled 1 and 2. So go ahead and give it a shot.
All right, here's the first one.
Number 1, number 2. That seat folds right into the floor.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Very
And
nice.
it's just as easy to go back up. Locks into place, one more pull, and we're in business. Now Victoria, the first thing I noticed when I got into the Pacifica for the first time is how comfortable the seats are. I'm sure you noticed the same thing.
Yes, they're very nice.
The seats are very comfortable, there's great visibility throughout the vehicle, and one of the things that stood out to me was the accents and the styling on the inside of this van. A lot of people joke and they say, I would never drive a van or own a van, but I'm telling you, once you get in this vehicle, once you drive this vehicle, and once you see what you can do with this vehicle, you'll be sold. You're going to notice a large 8.5-inch flat touchscreen. That's a high-definition screen, which includes your backup camera, your navigation, all your HVAC controls, your electronic vehicle information center, which will tell you exterior temperature, direction you're traveling in, miles per gallon. It'll also tell you the individual PSI of each tire, if one tire is overinflated or underinflated. What the engineers also took into consideration is the layout of the dashboard, the radio controls. They wanted to maximize space in throughout the vehicle. There's a total of 12 cup holders, and loads of storage space in between seats, in map pockets. They also incorporated the electronic rotary shifter in the Pacifica to maximize space on the dash.
Well, Dennis, you showed us that the Pacifica certainly has more than what meets the eye, and I'm sure there's even more to see in person.
There really is, and I'd like everybody to not take my word for it, but to come down to Elmwood Auto Group on Route 44 in East Providence and get a great deal.
The Drive and Discover event is going on now at Elmwood Auto Group.